Hello there, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have day 7 for my 2018 holiday card series, and it will probably be my last unless I can find some time in the middle of the night to do a little stamping. But I'm going to show you a very easy card. I'm using a stamp set from Mama Elephant called Puffy Holiday Greetings, and I love this set. It just screams, I don't know. I just was so drawn to it, and so I wanted to make kind of a retro looking card. Just using nothing but the sentiments. So I have just a piece of Neenah cardstock in my Mini Misty, and I'm going to use 4 different colors of Distress Oxide inks. And I'm going to show you that I didn't condition my stamp, so as you can tell, it was very splotchy. It was just kind of pooling up on the stamp. So now that I have conditioned it by rubbing it with my microfiber cloth, it will stamp much better. But I do have it in my Mini Misty because with a stamp that has so much solid space, it's not a terrible idea to put it in something like a stamp platform or a Mini Misty, simply because it's hard to get complete coverage. And so I stamped it out twice, and I used fossilized amber that first time around. And now I'm going to grab Lucky Clover is what I'm going to grab. These 4 colors seemed pretty retro to me, the colors that I chose. And I think I've been inspired by a lot of the different pattern papers that I've seen lately. And so I just went with these 4 colors. And so I'll stamp that down twice. And so this is the first time I'm using this stamp. That is why I had to condition those stamps. This is the first time. So I just clean it off in between and then grab a new stamp, position it where I want it. And I'm kind of staggering those. I'll close the door to grab the stamp, reposition my paper, and then I will either use my microfiber cloth or even my hand sometimes. And then I'm grabbing Candied Apple for this one, because you got to have some red in there, right? Stamped it twice just to make sure I've got good coverage, and then I'll clean that off and grab another stamp. I'm telling you, so super easy. You could make this, you could make so many of these so quickly. And then I grabbed Tumbled Glass for my final color. So those are the 4 colors that I chose. I really like the way these all look together. Just really pretty. And then for my final stamp, I was really trying to decide what I wanted. I thought one of those skinny ones would just be a little too much, because then I would need one more. So I grabbed that fatter one, or at least a little thicker. And then I put that on top. And I'll grab the Lucky Clover one more time. I thought it would be fun to bring in that green just one more time, since my card base is going to be a red. Stamp that out a couple times just to make sure I have good coverage. And then I will be done with the front card panel. Very easy. You could crank so many of these out so quickly. Then I decided I wanted to stamp a sentiment on the inside. But before I did that, and I didn't show it on screen, I went ahead and took that piece of cardstock, which was 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and scored it at 5 1/2 inches to make a top folding A2 size card. And I will grab the Merry Christmas for the inside. And then I'm going to stamp that using VersaFine Onyx Black. I just wanted a very crisp black ink, and I do stamp it twice. And then that'll be that. But I wanted to show you this stamp set isn't just Christmas. It does have a couple like Hi or Let It Snow. So there are a few in there that you could just use for winter, or even just use the Hi for any time. I really like this set. I will definitely be using this again. And so now I'm going to kind of just look at it. I know it needs a little bit more. So I grabbed my Silver Uniball Signo gel pen, and I'm just going to put some little stars. Super easy, just doodling on the outside there. Just a few spots, and then I'll put a couple of dots as well. And I felt like that really tied it all in. So like I said, you could duplicate this big time. You could just go crazy making these. And I'll even do a couple on the inside of the card as well. Got a little sideways there. That one's not perfectly straight, but hey, we're doodling, so it's okay. And then I do realize that, this is a gel pen, so it might need a little bit to dry. So I'm kind of blowing on it there, wanting to make sure before I close that card that I don't get that gel pen to transfer to the other side of the red cardstock. So I touch it, it seems okay. And then I'll just grab some liquid glue. I thought about popping it up, and you very easily could, but I just decided to make this a flat, super easy to mail card. And then I will stick that down to the outside of my card. And that will finish off this card for day 7. So I love it. Super easy way to end it, right? So if you like this card, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I have lots of stuff planned for the next year. And as always, guys, thanks for stopping by.